Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. Being the 8th seed, it's always fun to try to play spoiler. And throughout my career, I've had a lot of big games against Manhattan, and not all of them ended up on the right side. So hopefully we can change that this time and win a series.
I know the season was a lot of ups and downs in this group, and I think everybody had those moments. Now that you've got it, does it just feel a little bit easier to go into the swing of playoffs?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we learned a lot of lessons throughout the year, and I think at the end of the day, we'll grow from it. With playoffs, you don't always have time to learn lessons. It comes at you fast, and you don't have a lot of time to make mistakes. I think we went through that at the right time of year, and it's kind of all coming together for us now, and it's good.
It's going to be a heck of a match between you and Harrison then again in nets, but just the way all these teams match up, the top sixes are really special for both groups. And defense, who's going to be the one that climbs on out? And when you look at on paper, just when you played them 4 times, what was it about playing the Tigers that just makes this matchup, as almost dead even as possible?
Yeah, like you said, I think it's just the matchup. It's so tight. There's such high-end skill on both sides. A couple game changers, guys that can take over the game on both sides is exciting. So for us, it's just trying to shut down their top 6, stay disciplined, stay to the box, stay a really good power play, and I think that's how we'll have success against them.
As a goaltender going into the playoffs, knowing one game can shift a series in a positive way, you can steal one. Like, what's your mentality on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, for me, it's kind of just the process. I mean, giving my team a chance to win every night, that's all I can kind of control from my point of view. And, to win a series, obviously the goal is to steal one for the team, and that's what I'm going to try to do, it, steal at least one, and, go from there. I think these guys have my back, and I'll try my best to have theirs as well.
When you look at your season, there are moments you guys were as good as anybody, you've beaten everybody. There are moments you weren't. So what do the Broncos have to do to beat that high-end version of the team that'll give you a chance against Medicine Hat?
I think just have patience. I mean, like Gino was saying, they have such high-end offense, but they do make mistakes. And if we just play our game and have patience in our systems, I think we'll benefit off their mistakes. And they will happen. So stick with their systems until they make mistakes and capitalize on our chances. And I think we'll like the results.
You've had some success against this team, though. You split the season series. When you look back at that, what do you think were some keys to success when you've had it?
I think, like I was saying, shutting down their top line and staying disciplined. That's kind of where they generate all their offense. And they made some moves at the deadline, that helped them out. But I think we still like our matchup. And for us, it's especially playing here as well. Like in the iPlex, no way too much to here. So if we can, kind of rally off this crowd and not lose a game on home ice, that'll be big for us as well.
You mentioned the iPlex. You were here last year. You've experienced what Swift Current can be like come playoff time. What does that do for a player?
Yeah, it's so exciting. I've never been a part of something like this before with the crowd and the atmosphere here. And I couldn't imagine being the away team coming to this building. So it's really exciting, and I'm excited to see the crowd here on Tuesday.
Well, as a 20-year-old, it was your last game on Friday. You kind of had that nice little lap with Carlin and Hunter. And, just playing this season, I know it's special. And you get the 5-year Bronco, which is kind of a rarity. And your story kind of starts in the bubble, and you get the end of the playoff series. What was it kind of like, as a Bronco? What do you take from 5 years of being here, even longer than probably most staff?
Yeah, I mean, it really flies by. To be honest, it doesn't even feel like 5 years. I still remember the bubble pretty vividly. But it's super special. Being a 5-year Bronco, being part of this community for 5 years. They're all super welcoming, and they kind of stuck with me through the thick and thin. So I really do appreciate that from everybody. And I've been part of the good and the bad for sure. We've had good teams, and we've had some teams that struggled. So it's good that I can end on a playoff run here and hopefully make the most of it. And at the end of the day, bring a championship back to the city, because it's what the city deserves.
After starting in the position you guys were in and building back to being a playoff team and being a competitive team again, how motivated are you to finish that on a high?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've worked so hard to bring playoff hockey back here, and I think the coaching staff and general manager brought in good people through the bad years to kind of develop a good culture again, and I feel like we have that. We all have our back out there, and that's kind of what you need in playoffs. Everyone fighting for each other, and it's an exciting time, and hopefully we can go on a deep run here.
Thanks, Reid.
Awesome.
Pop
Thanks,
that
guys.
microphone up.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Awesome.
That looks like a charm.